Right. So let me go back. We know we had difficulties with the camera, but still going to go on. All right. This is 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 12. Looking for and hastening unto the coming of the day of our Lord, wherein the heavens, being on fire, shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat.
Yeah,
Esau's probably fucking with it, man, because it's not there. Yo, check the website. Check the website.
The place got to be destroyed because that's the whole method of the Lord. All right, because we've been out here waiting and hastening for Yahawashi to come back for his return. That's why we out here doing this work. Because if you're not in the spirit of prophesying, you're not in the word. If you're not this place of being destroyed and the kingdom being set up, you're not in the right spirit. You over here, if you the damn two-thirds and you out here partying all goddamn weekends and not out here doing the work of Yahawashi, you're not in the right spirit. You're not hastening to Yahawashi. That's right. Yeah, brother.
It says, nevertheless, we, according to his promise, look for new heavens and a new earth.
That's what we're looking for, a new heaven. All right? And that's going to be for us, for Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, the 1/3 earth. Then, when we get in the kingdom, we're going to have lots of sex, and we're going to bring back the 2/3. Okay? We're going to do that with sex. Okay? We ain't going to be making spiritual babies. Okay, we're gonna be getting women, some good fine women, virgins, ours, that belongs to us. Not we ain't gonna be sharing nobody's woman. We're gonna have lots of sex. We don't have a nationality.
But
this doesn't have nothing to do with religion. This has to do with laws, statutes, and commandments. That's what we're prophesying, okay?
Right, because basically he's saying there's no such thing as religion. The Bible doesn't teach religion.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the books that have, are they? I see three different.
King James Bible.
Yes, a Bible.
Yes.
It's a Bible.
Right.
King James.
King James version. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm a history professor, so
okay.
I found that interesting, but I wasn't sure what exactly.
Right. What's your nationality?
I'm Puerto Rican.
Okay.
Born and raised.
You're from the tribe of Ephraim. You're from the tribe of Ephraim. According to the scriptures.
I don't know if Ephraim got to the Caribbean, but
and you say you're Puerto Rican.
Yeah.
That's how you say Puerto Rican.
Get Genesis, because that's prophecy. That's prophecy.
All right, guys. Enjoy your day.
All right. Hey man, you're an Israelite, okay? You're Israelite. You're Ephraimite.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bible. We get it.
You can get in and go back to where y'all was going. We had a little taste of 33rd.
Yeah, because that's like, can I say one thing for you?
Yeah, go
ahead.
He didn't know his nationality. He said he's a history teacher, but he still know his nationality. So you didn't dig deep into history. You just got information from the people that run the earth. Yeah. You didn't go digging deep. And you didn't search out the scriptures because you think because the books are different sizes. What's that book? That's a different book from this book. No, it's the same Bible. It's the same Bible they use in churches. Okay, brother. So like, read that.
They say he's a history major or whatever. The history teacher, right? But his history don't teach him that he's the Lord's people, man. That he might, right? That's right. One of the 12 tribes of Israel, man. So how much history you know, man? You don't know no history, man. Because your history taught by the so-called white man.
The wisdom of this world is foolishness with the Most High.
Right. That's right.
Hey, the history of the 10 tribes is in 2nd Ezra, the 10th chapter.
Oh, yeah.
You got it?
Yeah.
Oh man.
You want to read Genesis?
Well, in that case, you got it.
Yeah.
What you got? You got it?
Yeah. It says,
I read that and then we'll go to Ezra.
This is Genesis 49 and 22. It said Joseph is a fruitful boat, even a fruitful boat by a well.
That's right, because he's a fruitful boat. That's another way of saying Ephraim. Okay? In Hebrew is Apariram. Okay? And that means I'm fruitful. And they was always saying, damn, yeah, you got a lot of brothers and sisters. Yeah, I was in that one apartment. There's a whole lot of you know. But that's where I rolled when I was young. Puerto Ricans and and Dominicans. So they pack them in like Puerto Ricans, pack them in like sardines. They was packed up in their house. Yeah, we know, brother.
Yeah, like Ephraim. But Ephraim is known for them having a lot of kids, being fruitful, and that links up with the scriptures, man.
Yep. And Ephraim was the head of the 10 tribes. He was set up to be the head, which is far with Jeroboam. Which one was it? Jeroboam. That was he was the head. And if you go deep into the book of Kings, you'll get the history, the rundown. But we're just we're gonna get these scriptures and get back on the prophecies. Yeah, brother.
That also goes to the blessing.
Yeah.
Of when Joseph blessed.
Yes.
He blessed.
When Jacob blessed Joseph's 2 sons, but he put Ephraim and Ephraim.
Well, Joseph chose. It was Manasseh.
Yeah. Yes. You just ran over the war because you was coming over here to America. All right, you was coming over here, sending your kids over here to get them lives in America. Okay. Now look, it's 2018.
It's good. Okay.
And these damn
it was doing a loading.
We don't even want to get along with each other. But the Yahawashi is bringing us back together.
It's clear.
All right. Yeah, that was it on that? Yeah. All right, go. Break that
this
down,
is 2nd Ezra chapter 13, verse 40. It says, matter of fact, I'm going to start at 39. It says, and whereas thou sawest that he gathered another peaceable multitude unto him, because when you read up in the chapter, it's talking about when Yahawashi, our Lord, he comes back.
Yeah.
When he comes back, it's going to be a peaceable multitude that's going to be gathered to him. Basically, when he comes back, the elect going to get beamed up.
That's right. That's what's happening now. The shepherds of Great Millstone is gathering the hopeful elect out of the 4 corners of the earth. Yeah, brother.
It says, verse 40, those are the 10 tribes which were carried away prisoners out of their own land in the time of Hosea the king, whom Salmanasseh, the king of Assyria, led away captive. And he carried them over the waters, so they came into another land. It says, the 10 tribes that's talking about the northern kingdom of the nation of Israel, and they were carried away during the time of Assyria, and he carried them away captive. And it says, verse 41, it says, but they took this counsel among themselves that they would leave the multitude of the heathen
of the other nations, because that's what he decided to do. He said, you know what? That's what the 10 tribes listen. They got together out of the great men that was there. But listen, we gotta get the heck out of here. We can't serve our Lord here. We do it. This is not right to be amongst these other nations.
Because when you read the scriptures, the Most High always prophesied against Ephraim. We had like Hosea, Amos. They were prophesying against Ephraim, and basically Ephraim was just wicked back then. They was doing all types of idolatry. That's one thing about Ephraim. That's how we know who the tribes are today, because the northern kingdom, especially the Puerto Ricans, they like idolatry. They into Christianity. So they took this counsel among themselves that they would go into another land, because when they were in their land, the Most High always brought them into captivity because of their wickedness. So they said they're going to go into another land where they don't have to follow the way of the heathens.
Right, to follow traditions of these damn other nations, because they had their own gods, but them certain men, they knew that their power was Yahawashi, and they knew they had to figure out a way to come back to worship the Lord. Go ahead, brother.
It says, verse 41, but they took this counsel among themselves that they would leave the multitude of the heathen and go forth into a further country where never mankind dwelt,
which is America.
Which they knew of.
Columbus.
Before Columbus, when King David,
Solomon,
because he used to bring the ships over. It took a year and a half
to get there, and a year and a half back.
They just sent what they call them, the Omacs.
The Olmec heads.
Yeah, they had. That was the other African. That was the Hamites. That was the African.
I believe it started with an H. Like his name was like Hiram. Hiram, right?
Yeah, Hiram. Yeah.
He was sending Hiram down. I
got it right here.
You got it?
Yeah.
Oh, my man.
This is 1 Kings chapter 10, verse 21. It says, for the king had at sea. I'm starting at 22. It says, for the king had at sea a navy of Turkish with the navy of Hiram Once in 3 years came the navy of Turkish, bringing gold, silver, ivory, and apes and peacocks. So King Solomon exceeded all the kings of the earth for riches and for wisdom.
Yeah. So it was known. Israel knew about that side already.
Yep.
They just knew man didn't dwell over there.
Yeah.
So they was like, you know what? Let's you know what? Let's get the fuck out of here. You know, let's go into this part of the land where we can worship the Most High. You know, but the Spirit had it. They really didn't do that after a while. You know.
Yeah, they served the Lord for a certain amount of time.
Right.
Because this native story, they got native movies that's been out, and they had prophets over here too. That was telling them, no, that's not the way of the Lord, and they killed the prophets that was over here too. And it's a script when the Lord said he had another foe that was over here. He was talking about, and he saw you. I'm sorry, that was it on that?
Yeah, that was it.
All right, I'm sorry. What you had? You want to finish that one?
Yeah, I'm finished there.
Okay.
It says, verse 42, that they might dare keep their statutes, which they never kept in their own land.
That's right.
And,
So like their own land was Israel. They didn't keep. That's why the Lord got us out of the land. Lord, so the America of Israel, of the southern kingdom, they still was over there. They was about to get ran down by another. So that's two different kingdoms that ran us down.
Judah, Benjamin, Levi.
Yeah, brother.
And they knew he was coming here and he in the land where the Israelites, the 10 tribes dwelt, because he had a Hebrew interpreter on his ship, you know, to help him translate. Because that's one thing about people, they never ask themselves that how did the so-called white people, the Europeans, they communicate with the natives if they didn't speak the same language. That was because he had a Hebrew interpreter, you know. And when they came, you know, when you read certain accounts of the pilgrims, and they said that when they first came, that when they went to Hispaniola, they said they were from the tribe of Ephraim. That's what he told the translator. They were from the tribe of Simeon, and they said the Ephraim, the tribe of Ephraim, from in the island. You know, so they knew who they were. You know, and that's why you look at the history, the old pictures. They have the fringes. You know, they dark skin. You know, so hey, our people knew.
Right.
You know?
They kept a few their customs, like the fringes.
Land Sabbath.
Even they would. Gad would do that. They would stay. They were like nomadic. They would stay in an area and use the land for 6 years, and then on the 7th year they would leave. They would pack up their, you know. They kept.
That's us.
Where they get that from?
Yeah, that's right. It's beautiful.
So they lost their tradition. Their traditions. It was the law was taking it from them, you know, because they was breaking the law. Still, you know, they didn't have it 100%. They didn't know the language 100% because they'd been under the Syrians, and then when they got over there, they started building pyramids.
Right.
And
Where they get that from?
They got that from the time of Egypt.
Right. Because the Israelites were in Egypt, so
they knew who they were. They knew the ancestors who they was. So they started founding. Let's build pyramids. Let's start worship. That goes back to the movie
Apocalypto. Yeah.
Which was that was a powerful movie that Mel Gibson made.
Yeah.
You know, that told a lot. Yeah, what was that? I'm sorry.
Yeah, that was Second Ezra 13 and
That's why that book, Salaki. That's why that book, History of the Native Americans, by James Adair, and he broke it down. He was like, "Yo, these guys, these people have to be the 10 tribes, the lost tribes of Israel, because they're speaking a form of Hebrew, and they even knew the name of the Lord."
Yeah.
Oh, we back. We back.
All right.
We back. Check it right now.
Cause that was the whole the concept of them coming to the soils and coming here getting the fine goods and bringing it back to Israel for the king, because what was they called, outsource? No, I mean they outsourced to the land of Israel, like peacocks, whatever they had to find.
They would get the trees,
fancy woods and all that thing. And it was beautiful. This land was beautiful. For now, look at this. It's horrible over here.
concrete.
Yo, New York, the island of New York was woods, man.
Yeah, filled with beautiful trees.
Look
You know,
at this shit.
this place is fucking horrible now. I'm sorry. What you had that was Osiris?
Yeah,
You could
well,
finish it.
Second Ezra 13
Yo,
and
Esau.
verse
He so fucked his land up, man.
Verse 42, we might dare keep their statutes, which they never kept in their own land, and they entered into Euphrates by the narrow passages of the river.
That's that's what they call the big foot. The foot. How do you?
No,
when they come around the Africa, around the big foot of Africa. That's what it's called, right?
The horn? What do you mean?
The horn.
Around
the horn.
Oh, yeah, that's some rough seas over there.
Yeah, and that's how. And when it says that the Lord kept the seas calm, so they could come through, and he also, get read on, brother.
Yep, it says, for the Most High, then shoot signs for them, and held still the flood till they were passed over.
The chariots, those signs.
Yep.
Oh, look, the beacon. Oh, that's They knew who that was.
Chariots of Israel.
Yeah, they knew that was, and so they saw. Oh, let's go that way.
Yeah.
Follow the light. Follow the light. They did that with Columbus too.
Yeah,
The chariots. That's why the Lord wanted Columbus to come over here and wreak havoc on his kids. So that's the same thing. The Lord got them over here for a certain amount of time. They took care of the land. But they started going off. They started killing the prophets back then. Cause they got movies that show these things that even like when Columbus brought the interpreters with them, say they knew that they spoke Hebrew. Cause they got movies about Columbus saying he reading the book of Ezra. Okay, so you ain't hiding nothing, and then you've been found out. You've been figured out. All right.
That's why they took the Apocrypha out of the Bible. That's right. Because the Apocrypha, it has so much. It goes into the Greeks. Who are the Greeks? Which are the so-called white people. It talks about the natives as being Israelites. All these things is spoken of in the Apocrypha, man. So that also lets you know that it is a part of the Bible, man. It's not two separate books, man. All right, it's just one book. It's just that these devils, man. All right, they took that. That part out of it.
What was they called? The
Bible destruction group.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah, because it comes to light how you devils, how you destroyed the natives when you came over here. Y'all took over this land, and what y'all did to the so-called Negroes here, also, man. All right. So you devils have to pay, man. No way out of it, man. You got to pay for what you've done, man.
So the Lord let us over here. Man. He calmed the seas down. So we got over here, and then he did the same thing for Columbus, because the only reason why you came over here, Columbus, because the Lord could have destroyed you in the seas. Could have had Leviathan destroy you, the rough seas destroy you, break all your ships up. But the Lord got you over here and let you find his people because they was disobeying him. Because we was disobeying him. Okay? So now the Lord is raising up the hopeful elect that's going to obey him. The cloak is coming on us, the blood is on us of the Lamb. And who is the Lamb? Yahawashi. So we are being risen, the dry bones is being nourished, and we are raising up a great army. All right, so this is what's happening, a exceeding army. That's what it says in Ezekiel, right?
You getting it? You getting it?
No, I just want.
Okay,
okay. But you can go into.
This is 2nd Ezra chapter 13, and it says verse 43, and they entered into Euphrates by the narrow passages of the river. For the Most High then shoot signs for them, and held still the flood till they were passed over.
Held still the flood. You hear that? The Lord controls everything. He controls the waters, the animals in the waters. He controls you. You think you're going to do something without him telling you what to do? Yeah, breathe on, brother.
It says, through that country, it says, through that country, there was a great way to go, namely of a year and a half, and the same region is called Osiris.
That's what happened in the Book of Kings. 3 years, a way to go was a year and a half to get over here, along the water in the ships. All right,
and then a year and a half to come back.
And a year and a half to come back.
Yep, and then it says Osiris because Christopher Columbus. If you Google it, it says that Christopher Columbus said America was Osiris.
Wow.
So he knew
evidence.
No, he knew where he was coming. He knew that the 10 tribes were over here, dwelling over here. And the Most High was with him to destroy his people. So it says, verse 46. It says, then dwelt they there until the latter time.
Yes, this is the latter. Right now, we're here now.
Yep.
This is America.
Go down there. He's
we're
here when he goes down there.
He's prophesying against America. And what it says,
Bring it
Judah
in, bring it with
and
you.
Ephraim.
Hey, you can leave your bag. You can leave your bag.
All right, so that's what's happening. Read that part again, brother.
It says, verse 46. It says, then dwelt they there unto the latter time. And now when they shall begin to come.
That's right. That's what's happening. It's the latter time, and we here now.
Got a backup, right?
And we're here now, and the Lord is raising us up, bringing us back to remembrance. All right, can't read that part because we're here together, all the tribes of Yahawah, the Israelites, Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans. We here together. Yeah, read that, brother.
It says Jeremiah chapter 50 verse 33. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together.
That's what's happening in America. Okay, when we came over here in slave ships, the Spaniards took you over to Spain in slave ships. You Hispanics all the way down to Ishikarites, Native Americans. That went over to the other side of the earth. They put us over here. The Negroes built America, but they took you over there to build Spain because it was a good swap because we were the Negroes. And the Southern Kingdom was over there in Spain, and all the Naples and all that. We ran that, so they got us out. They kicked us out of that land, so they could take that land, and then they brought y'all over there so y'all could help build the land. Cause they showed that in the Borgias when they was parading them down there butt naked, the men. After they took you over there, and then they took the women over there and raped your women on them boats. It happened to us. Y'all went. We came over here as sardines. Y'all went over there as sardines. So you have some more?
Yeah, it's a little more. And it says, and all that took them captives held them fast. They refused to let them go.
We are still in your hands, Esau. Okay? You scattered, you sold us to other nations. We still in your hands, Esau. You ain't let us go. Read that part again, brother.
God. It says, and all that took them captives held them fast.
You took us captive. Okay, we've been running from you from 78 to 70 AD. All right, running, fleeing, millions of us fleeing. Okay, now we still captive by you. We still in your possession. But Isaiah chapter 14 tells us that you're gonna be in our possession. Okay, and we're gonna put chains on you, and we're gonna leave you. Only time we're gonna not put the beats on you is on the Sabbath.
It says
they holy days. Okay, brother.
It says they refuse to let them go. Right, and you see, so-called white man, what he does, you illegal aliens, you Mexicans, go back to your country, do this, do that. But guess what? If those Mexicans go back to their country, who's going to build up America? Who's going to work at these low-end jobs?
Who's going to mow your lawn?
Who's going to mow your lawn? Who's going to,
talking shit. Fucking talking
who's going to
shit.
do all those things, man? All right, now you, Esau. All right,
take care of your old ones, the black woman.
Right, you know.
They just say that it's like they just say that shit because they know that's what people want to hear. They don't mean that shit. Israel do too much work in here over here, man. Especially them Mexicans, man. Which prove they are who? The Issachar. You know?
Right. We know who the tribes are. We know who the tribes are.
Yeah, they know it's all about us. They know that we the one that built America. You bum ass Edomites don't want to do no work. And them Africans and them other the motherfucking nations, they definitely don't want to do the work because they reap the benefits of us too. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
John. This is John chapter 10, verse 10. No, slack it. John 10 and 16. It says, "And other sheep I have, which are not of this fold."
That's not of the fold. All right. That's he was talking about the Negroes and Haitians and the West Indians. That's not of that fold. The fold that he was talking about is the ones that came over here that left for Syria.
7?
No, 10.
Okay.
All right. That was the one that came up. Read it again, brother.
It says, John 10 and 16. "And other sheep I have which are not of this fold. Them also I must bring, and they shall hear my voice, and there shall be one fold and one shepherd."
Because Yahawashi came over here at that time when after he resurrected. He came over here and he spoke to the prophets he had over here. And he said, "You're gonna be risen back up, you're gonna be back in your land after all these things happen." All right. So that's what that I'm sorry, brother.
No, I say
that's what okay. You have something to say?
Yeah, because that account, they said that the ones that were the natives and the the people that was on this side of the earth, all right, they said that it was a man that came from the sun. They was explaining that, you know, I forgot what they called them. I think they called them
some crazy. I know.
Yeah, that's a crazy man.
Yeah, but they was like, he came from the sun.
Yeah.
He came from the sun, and you know, they talked how he came and he talked to them, and he explained to them certain things, why certain things had to happen and go down. So that let you know, Yahawashi, he came on.
He did come on his side.
Cut the quado.
Yeah. Damn, that's a spirit.
I'm sorry.
How the hell you got the? No, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Kit the Quad. It was an old movie. It was Issachar.
Yeah, I saw the native movie. I saw a movie like that, and a prophet, and he was prophesying, and Quetzalcoatl came to him, and they would speak like, "What I'm going to do with these people? They're going to kill me if I go out there," and they end up killing the prophet anyway in the movie. But they had to slay the prophets back then. It was prophesied that you're going to be slain, but you're going to come back and do the same thing you've been doing. Okay, so that's prophecy. Yeah, I'm sorry, that was it, brother?
Yeah, he was reading.
All right. Okay,
still got something?
I got one. I got one. This is Malachi chapter, because the Lord is not going to change what he said. All right, so Malachi chapter 3, verse 6. And the Lord, he's a justful power. And he's not going to change what he is. He's going to put forth everything.
This ain't gonna last
like
2 hours.
when the prophets had to be destroyed back then, killed, put to death. He told them, all right, this is going to happen to you. And look what happened to me. It's got to happen to you too. So be in good cheer. If they kill you, that means you're going to have everything. It's going to happen to you over and over again because we come back in our life.
Right.
You saw it?
All right, this is Malachi chapter 3, verse 6. 62. For I am the Lord, I change not.
That's right. The Lord changes not. Yahawashi doesn't change.
I use it until I get to like 20.
Therefore, ye sons of Jacob are not consumed.
There you go. We're not consumed. Oh, what was that scripture? He said, oh man.
That is crazy, man.
Yeah, brother.
It says, Sirach chapter 36, verse 11. This is a prayer of Sirach, in the Apocrypha, Matter of fact, I'm start at I'm start at 8. It says, step 7, Slakia. It says, raise up indignation and pour out wrath, take away the adversary and destroy the enemy, make the time short, remember the covenant, and let them declare thy wonderful works.
All right, hold on. Read that again, brother. Because that's what we're supposed to be doing. So we're supposed to be praying the downfall of the society. Aragium adawamium. Kill them damn devils. Judgment. All right, go ahead, brother.
It's in Sirach 36, I'm going to start at 7 again. It says, raise up indignation and pour out wrath. It says, take away the adversary and destroy the enemy.
Who's the adversary? Who's the adversary? You damn Edomites and the rest of you nations. And you 2/3. The Lord, we gotta bust your ass, man.
Why was it out the bat? You charged it.
All right, get it, brother.
It says, verse 8, make the time short, remember the covenant, let them declare thy wonderful works.
So
let him that is.
Go ahead, brother.
It says, let him that escapeth be consumed by the rage of the fire.
That's the laser beams. That's the laser beams. Read that part again.
Verse 9, it says, let him that escapeth be consumed by the rage of the fire.
The Lord gonna shoot laser beams on you, motherfucker. Zap your ass, turn you to powder. Just like the movies you make. You make those movies. What was that scene when the white Edomite came out with the Bible? What wasn't with you? He said, I don't know what he said.
I forgot what he said.
But he said, powdered his ass, zapped him. That's gonna happen to you. Okay, brother.
Yeah. It says rage of the fire, because also too, because everybody that escaped from all the calamities that's about to happen, you escaped the martial law, you escaped the being drafted for World War III, you escaped the famine, you escaped the race wars, and then you're just gonna be consumed by the rage of the fire. You're gonna be preserved for them nuclear missiles. Just like in Amos 5, it tells you that it's gonna be like you flee from a lion and a bear meets you. You flee from the bear and then the serpent bites you.
You know? On the wall, serpent gets you.
That's right. Yep. So it says, smite, verse 9 again, it says, let him that escapeth be consumed by the rage of the fire, and let them perish that oppress the people.
That's right. Let them perish that oppress the people. That's what we pray to the Lord. When we get up, you got to pray to the Lord to save your family, to have mercy on you. And then you get those prayers up. That's a prayer. Destroy them. Destroy your enemies. They're your enemies, and they mess up your people. They lying on your people. So destroy them.
That's right.
All right. That's what we want to do.
Yep.
And then what you about to give me? Amos?
No, I got something.
Okay. All right. Let me finish that.
It says, verse 10. It says, "Smite and sunder the heads of the rulers of the heathen that say there is none other but we."
No, it's what's hiding you. Yahawashi shot and the angels and his whole full elect is hiding you.
That's right.
The whole Israel, Yahawah.
That's right.
Even the 2/3 is better than you.
That's
But
right.
what is gonna happen is it's gonna be chaotic out here for you. There's nowhere to hide, Esau. The so-called white man is nowhere to hide. In the soil of America, there could be nowhere for you to go. It's gonna be serious business out here. All right? Yeah, brother. I'm sorry.
The heads of the rulers of the heathen really talking about the elites.
That's right, the elites.
They really think that they're like the Most High. Like you say, I would be like the Most High. Another one says the Most High telling Esau, you thought that I was together one and stuff, So it says, because that, when you say I am, nobody else like me, you basically saying you God. It says, "Smite and sunder the heads of the rulers of the heathen that say there is none other but we." Verse 11, "Gather all the tribes of Jacob together and inherit thou them as from the beginning."
Yeah.
Yeah. Basically gather all the tribes into one. Because when he made that prayer, the tribes already, after that was after the Assyrian captivity, they were already over here in the land of America. So he was praying for the Most High to bring all of us back and be one fold again. Like we just read in John 10, I will bring them, they shall be one, and one in my hand, and they shall be one fold and have one shepherd.
That's right.
So we all coming back under the order of Yahawashi. Yahawashi is the head, and we're the body. Their bodies being compacted together. So we having that the flesh, the skin and the sinews, like it says. The Lord is poured back His breath upon us. Now we know who we are. We know what tribe we from. Through the Spirit, we believe we from. We know that we from the descendants of Israel. But we know through the Spirit certain characteristic, fit our tribe.
And that's spiritual, because if we was running around here being niggas still, that's how they win. But since we are just reading the book, this is more spiritual than selling crack on the goddamn corner. The spiritual, you know what I'm saying? Like This is more because that's what they want. They want niggas on the corner. They want to have us doing that, killing one each other, than reading this book. This hurt them more. If we were selling crack, they'd be like, down for it. Cause I'm from the projects, and that's what I see. I still see you see the Dominicans, we got grams, we got this. Like, goddamn, bro. You don't know your nationality, but you got crack. Where you get the crack from? You know what I'm saying? Like, this shit's crazy, yo. Like, when you become a spiritual man and you start seeing shit, you want to fuck the goddamn the 2/3 up. You want to fuck them up yourself. But you gotta have patience. You can't just go, I'm sorry. One more point. You can't just go kill a motherfucker, right? And then you're gonna go to jail. But that's why you gotta wait on the Lord. We're gonna be fishing out for men, but we're gonna be hunters soon. Go ahead, brother. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I got some. This is Amos chapter 9, verse 11. It says, "In that day will I raise up the tabernacle of David that is fallen."
Right? He's gonna raise up David. When David took over the kingdom, he had to take down the ones that was not doing the right thing. So the same thing right now. We're gonna raise up the house of David, and then we're gonna be like the mighty men. We're gonna fucking y'all up, man. Go ahead, brother.
When Israel was under King David, we knew who we were as a people, righteous men.
That's right.
During the time of King David.
That's right.
The Lord is putting the spirit back in us.
That's right.
And it says that it's fallen and close up the breaches thereof, all the animosity, between the tribes. Yeah. The Lord is closing that up. Right. You see that's going on right now. Brothers coming together, all the
Fellowshipping.
fellowshipping, all to teach this word.
Right.
You know, bringing down this government. You know, America. All right. And it says, and I will raise up his ruins and will build it as in the days of old.
That's right. In the days of old, that's what's happening right now. The house of David is being built up on the great millstone. All right. And it's coming together and there's fellowshipping with one another. The scriptures is being edified, it's being built up. Everything is happening right now. This is the moment we've been looking forward to. That's why the scriptures comfort us. And the 2/3 are not being comforted because they're blind. That's Romans chapter 11 and 7. Yeah, bro.
This is Ezekiel chapter 34, and I'm gonna start at 22. It says, "Therefore will I save my flock, and they shall no more be a prey. And I will judge between cattle and cattle, and I will set up one shepherd over them, and he shall feed them. Even my servant David, he shall feed them, and he shall be their shepherd."
That's right. Read it again, brother.
It says Ezekiel 34 and 22. "Therefore will my flock, and they shall be no more be a prey."
And how's he saving us? By bringing us together. He's pulling us out of this death hole here. All right. He's feeding us spiritually. And we.
Good.
And we as a people, we as a nation now, and our body is not dry bones no more. We know our nationality. Then when you go around asking other 2/3 what's your nationality, they don't know. Like the Hispanic that came up here, you know, he was with his woman. He said, "Yo, I'm Puerto Rican." Actually, what does Puerto Rican mean? So that's what's happening right now. Our dry bones is not dry no more.
Are they coming up here?
The meat is being put on with the scriptures. All right?
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm running. I know the steps. I run down and get it.
You gonna run?
It says, verse 23, "And I will set up one shepherd over them."
Who's that shepherd? Yahawashi. Go ahead.
Okay.
It says, well, that's when it's talking about David. It says,
That's okay.
"And he shall feed them, even my servant David.
Yeah.
He shall feed them, and he shall be their shepherd."
Yeah, he's gonna be our king. He's gonna be our king. It's gonna be an order. Shah, David, and all the other apostles. The apostles and the 144,000 men. All right, and then we're gonna, like I said before, we're gonna be the 144,000 men in the kingdom in heaven, which is gonna be on earth. We're gonna have women. All right, our own women. We're gonna have lots of sex, make babies.
That's
That's release, brother.
So I just, because we gotta bring the 2/3 back, but we're gonna be righteous anyway. We're gonna be righteous anyway. We're gonna be righteous, but we're gonna have that's gonna be one of the perks.
Yeah. Verse 24.
No, I mean, in a way, he's right, because we do have to bring the nation back, so there will be a lot of sex.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? It's kind of true, but there's other things also,
But, in the kingdom, sex ain't gonna be like how it is over here, where it's going, sex is like, like breathing, man. You pop this woman, so what? That's nothing. Over here, you got people that's like sexually deprived.
No, that's not gonna exist.
That ain't gonna exist.
That ain't gonna exist, man.
We're gonna be celebrities and women. It's not that we're gonna be chasing them. They're gonna be chasing us.
Yeah.
Exactly.
We're gonna be superstars. They're gonna want to give it to us.
That's right.
We're gonna be like mighty men. You know that body, man, we're gonna have?
That's right.
Man, we're gonna, man.
All right, but
Verse 24. "And I, the Lord, will be their God, and my servant David, a prince among them. I, the Lord, have spoken it, and I will make with them a covenant of peace." And I will
covenant of peace, right? The Lord's statute commandment will be in our inward thoughts, and we ain't gonna worry about going on. We're gonna be doing this right.
That's right.
And we're gonna raise the kids, and they're gonna do it right. Everything gonna be, everybody gonna be, it's righteous. We're gonna judge you, other nation, put the beats on you. We're gonna do everything right. It's gonna be, and we're gonna remember everything you've done to us.
That's right.
Okay, brother.
It says, "And I will cause the evil beasts to cease out of the land, and they shall dwell safely in the wilderness and sleep in the woods." The kingdom, man.
Yeah.
Sleep in the woods. It says, I will make them in the places round about my hill of blessing, and I will cause the shower to come down in the season, and there shall be showers of blessing.
That's going over. Our cup is going to overflow. It's never going to be empty.
Yeah.
Like, goddamn, I just drunk it. It's full. It's still full, baby. It's going to be beautiful, man. I mean, when you think about it, man, you going through all this hard shit in your body. You get pain. You're going to never have pain again. You're going to live forever.
Yeah.
Come on, man. It's like, it's like I said, I mean, it's more than that, but it's beyond. I mean, look what Ashashi was trying to get. That damn so-called white man. He's trying to get out of space. He knows something more special out there.
Yeah.
If he get past the if he could pass the Van Allen belt and get out there and get to the other planets, he'll pollute those planets too.
Yeah.
That's why you never made it to the moon. If you did, you go back.
That's right.
Why would you want to go there one time? You want to go? I mean, they always say, how many times they say he went there?
One time.
One time. Like, come on, man. You be there all the time. We be there all the time.
Yep.
Well, you ain't been nowhere, man.
Yep.
You a prisoner to the earth too. All right? But we are under your jurisdiction, but we about to be redeemed by Yahawashi now shot and our King David. Yeah, brother.
Verse 27. And the tree of the field shall yield her fruit, and the earth shall yield her increase.
Everything gonna be beautiful. The earth gonna get bigger. Because it has to get bigger because we're gonna be much, and we're gonna have other planets. Our cup is gonna overflow. And y'all gonna be back to grunting. You damn Edomites, you're gonna know what the hell you truly are. It's a piece of a basket. A fatherless bastard. Nobody likes you.
Yeah, I got a quick precept to back up what you were saying. This is Isaiah chapter 54, verse 2. Enlarge the place of thy tent, and let them stretch forth the curtains of thy habitations.
That's right. That's right. It's gonna be beautiful. You see all that? Our tent gonna be magnified. We're gonna be magnified. We're gonna be big, brolic men, having what's ours, and then some.
Yes, sir.
Okay? Everything gonna be beautiful. Read on, brother.
Let me read that again.
Yeah.
It says, enlarge the place of thy tent and let them stretch forth the curtains of thy habitation. Right? Like the brother was saying, bringing out how, our habitation, we're going to need different planets to live. We're going to have so much Israelites. We, like brother said, we have to bring back the 2/3. Yeah. All right? And then we're going to live forever. So we just can't dwell on earth. Yeah. We're going to have to dwell on all these other different planets as well. That's why the Lord, as you know now, that the Lord, He's creating more planets, man, in the orbits, man. There's more planets being discovered. It's for our sakes, man. All right. Because the Lord, He's going to have us dwelling on different planets, man. That's why it says, enlarge the place of thy tent, and let them stretch forth the curtains of thy habitations, man. Right. Habitations, our dwelling place, yeah. It says, spare not, lengthen thy cords and straighten thy stakes.
That's right. Because that's many men to Yahawashi speaks of that. That's right. And that's what we're waiting for. Read it one more time, brother. Then he'll bring that out. I'm sorry, again, brother.
Yeah, and then too, it says stretch forth the curtains of our habitation. Yeah. Scriptures say the Most High stretch forth the heavens like a curtain. Yeah. So proving your point.
Right. We open. It's so much out. It's so vast. Yeah. It's so vast. Like this is the pinnacle. The earth is in the middle of the universe. The headquarters. The headquarters, and everything is out there. Yeah.
Galaxies.
Galaxies. Man, and then you share Edomites ain't been no. That's the beautiful part ever. Because you think that. Remember before we came to this truth. We was like, damn, we ain't got shit. We ain't got none of them. Damn, we just man on the earth. We under these damn Edomites.
They're watching us.
These so-called white man. Now we found out we better than all your other nations. We got everything is for us. We not what he said. And he said Jacob is not consumed. Yeah. The Lord will give. You wanted him to give it of us. You made that. Remember they made that bet. The Lord said, all right, you can get out of the state.
Jeremiah.
In the depths of the sea.
What's that, 33 or 31?
Yeah. Well, you ain't get there.
Get that.
Yep.
Okay. One of y'all.
Let me get this real quick.
Okay, come.
Yeah, you get Jeremiah. This is Baruch chapter...
And whoever got mentions, too. Get that.
This is Baruch chapter 3, verse 24. It says, O Israel, how great is the house of the Most High, and how large is the place of his possession.
How large is it? Yeah. You can't measure it. You ain't get there, Esau. So-called white man. You can't even get past the Van Allen belt. You can't even get down where the Leviathan is at. You ain't conquer nothing. So you read that again, brother?
It says, Baruch 3:24. O Israel, how great is the house of the Most High.
It's so great. And through the heavens, everything is so vast. Yo, and you ever saw them planets out there?
Yeah.
They see the 9 planets, but then when they go, oh, this is the galaxy, then the Milky Way, then the what they named it.
Yeah.
But that's not the name the Lord put on them.
Yeah, exactly.
So whatever you name, and then it goes further and further and further. And they went far out. And they said, let's go back to Earth. It's like it's never ending. You ain't see your telescope didn't see everything.
Exactly.
A few years ago, they found like 3 more planets.
Yeah.
Like 4 or 5 years ago, they found more planets.
Every year they found new planets.
Man, every year, man. It's like we got okay, that was it?
No, they got some more.
Okay.
It says, verse 25, great and have none in, high and unmeasurable.
You didn't measure nothing. You made a bet, you lost the bet. Because you didn't even get to the moon. You fucking you actor. You just put shit up in the studio. Bouncing around like nothing is happening, man. Come on, man. People tired of you, man. Your own people's tired. Russians is tired of you. You've been lying about every goddamn thing. So look how vast the Lord has made for his people. That's why we're not consumed. You didn't get rid of us. You so definitely to try to get us, but you can't get it. The Lord's not gonna let you. Yeah, brother. You have many mansions? Or what you about to read?
Yeah, I got the many mansions.
What's the other one you call for?
I got
okay.
Read many mansions. You could read
Jeremiah.
Isaiah. You had Isaiah 60, right?
Yeah. Isaiah 60 and 22. A little one shall become 1,000.
Like that's
So,
what. Like
we all little ones here, and you know. Read on, brother.
A little one shall become 1,000, and a small one a strong nation.
Man, you're gonna have your own nation, your own planet Earth, whatever planet, I don't know, Earth, whatever you name the Earth, whatever your planet is called, we're gonna have that's us, man, not you, Esau. You dirty up this Earth.
have your own planet.
Man, go ahead, brother. Man, these are all my kids. Man, go ahead, brother.
Okay. A little one shall become 1,000, and a small one a strong nation. Yahawah bahasham Yahawashi will hasten it in his time.
It's like your own galaxy, man.
And after this, after all this, because you're gonna see our glory. The Lord gonna let you. We're gonna come around because we're gonna be riding in our ships. We're gonna be coming around. We're gonna want your best daughters. We're gonna come around and beat your ass. You're gonna see us in our glory. But we're gonna make sure you go off too so we can beat your ass. All right, okay, but that was more?
That was it.
All right, read it one more time. I'm sorry, one more time.
Okay. Isaiah chapter 60, verse 22. A little one shall become 1,000, and a small one a strong nation.
That's us, not you. We're gonna be a strong nation. We're gonna be so big. They're gonna be sitting with lions, shit that you can't do because you get mowed down by tigers and lions all goddamn thing. The elements, the trees fall on you. The fucking the wells come out the damn water. The birds fly out the sky. It's all your fault. You know, so we're gonna have all the beautiful things, and the birds are gonna land on us and talk to them. We're gonna talk to animals.
Right, have that spiritual connection back again with that animal.
I'm sorry, a little more, brother.
Yeah, and it says, Yahawah bahasham Yahawashi will hasten it in its time.
In its time, that's coming. In due time, we're gonna get that. All right, not right now. We gotta fight for it. We're gonna get it though, because it's promised to us. Wait, we're not consumed. We still here. You try to look what you did to the Ephraimites. You beat them so bad down to 500 men, and the Lord said they're not going. We're gonna build them back up. The Lord's not gonna He's not gonna let you destroy His kids. I'm sorry, many mansions. Whatever.
Yeah, you give me.
Oh, okay.
It says, this is John chapter 14.
Boy, I was always telling my brothers and sisters, there's aliens out there, right? You know, but the word alien means messenger. Another way of saying messenger.
No, it means
foreigner.
Foreigner.
Stranger.
No, stranger, foreigner. But another foreigner from another galaxy, another dimension.
Right.
You know, you'd be like, oh, and now this is 2018, and I still speak about it to my brother. We old now, but I said, so listen, remember I talk about the aliens? Now they're the angels. They the messages of the Lord. That's what I tell them. Like, they the messages. Now they look at me like, this motherfucker been talking about this all his life. Now he's starting to make sense. Everything's making sense. That's all being clarified. So that message of the Lord, the foreigners is the angels, and they're coming from another dimension. You know, and then the message of the Lord. Raphael, Michael, Uriel, all these angels, 7 angels, and all other angels up there. Okay?
And it says, if it were not so, I would have told you, I go to prepare a place for you, and if I go and prepare a place for you, I will come again and receive you unto myself.
And for the record, there's nobody else on those planets right now. Those planets are preserved for us. Those things are preserved for us. Read it again, brother.
It says, and if I go and prepare a place for you, I will come with you unto myself.
That's what he's coming to do. The salvation. Okay? He's our redeemer. He's coming to bring us back. Get us out of this filthy place. Now we all here, the Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans are all here in the soils of America and all the other 4 corners of the earth. And he's coming to redeem us. We gotta get the heck out of here. We want out of this place. Okay, brother. That was it?
No,
it was a little more. It says that where I am, there ye may be also.
There ye may be also. Where he's at right now in the spirit world, we're going to be in those other planets where he's building up for it. We're going to be there too. We're going to be on the ships. When the missiles is dropping here, we're going to be with him up there looking down at the glass fire. The fire, we're going to be seeing you people get burnt up. That's what we're looking forward to. Yahawashi.
I got another piece. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 9. But as it is written, I have not seen, no ear heard, neither have entered into the heart of man the things which the Most High have prepared for them that love him.
Yeah, bring it up,
right, you know, like we going into, man, all the galaxies, all these different planets, man. All right, that we don't even know, you know, that what the Lord has in store for us, man. You know, people, you got 2/3 of our people selling out for bullshit, man. You know, for little crumbs that the so-called white man is giving you here in America, man. Said the Lord said, yo, you don't even know what he has prepared for you, man. You know, for those that endure to the end.
That's right. And those mansions of beauty, those mansions of other planets, other galaxies. You're gonna have your own galaxy. Let alone planets. You're gonna be your one man, one little boy, one little child. He's gonna turn into one little son. He's gonna make a tribe,
a whole nation, man.
It's gonna be his name. It's gonna be his name. Those all gonna be his babies. And that I don't know how many women is that. Can't even number them.
That's lots, man.
Because number 7 represents completion. A lot of women. Could be 7,000.
7 billion. It was 7 billion on the planet.
On one planet.
You have all of them.
So when we get in the you know, we have the power, like the power to get other mansions, like the planets. Yo, we're gonna be so vast, man. We got to keep you're gonna be repopulating so crazy, man.
And it's gonna be fast because we did it.
Shalawam,
elder.
beautiful, man.
Chicago brothers is here. The Chicago elders. This is beautiful.
Hey, shalawam, brothers.
Let me read that again.
It says 1 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 9. But as it is written, I have not seen, no ear heard, neither have entered into the heart of man the things which the Most High have prepared for them that love him.
Yes, what he prepared for us is so beautiful. And we stuck in these bodies. This is not beautiful because we get pain, fucked up with all types of shit happening to us, coughing up fucking blood, all types of pain. And it's just madness, man. This place is disgusting. It's disgusting, man. And what's prepared for us is beautiful. You eat a mice and going, this is it. This is your pinnacle. It's it for you. Now you coming down.
That's right.
Okay, that was it, brother?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, brother. This is Genesis, right? This is the blessing that the Most High made with Abraham. Genesis chapter 15 and 5. It says, and he brought him forth abroad and said, look now toward heaven and tell the stars, if thou shalt be able to number them. And he said unto him, so shall thy seed be.
That's a whole lot. That's a whole lot. That's a lot. You can't number the seed. I mean the stars.
Nope.
Can't number the sands of the sea.
Nope.
We can't do it. It's like, man, what else? What can you know? Abraham, he said, he counted at a. What the last part?
It says.
He said he counted as a blessing.
Yeah.
Okay.
The next verse it says, and he believed in the Lord, and he counted unto it to him for righteousness.
So right now, our forefather Abraham, he counted it as a blessing. We gotta count it as having faith.
Yeah.
We gotta have faith in that, and that's what we're looking forward to. Getting out of here and going to the and having all of the beautiful things that's coming from the Lord Yahawashi.
Right.
And read it one more time, brother. Because that was beautiful. I'm sorry.
Yeah, not for nothing, but that's what is worth fighting for, man.
Yes.
All the things that the Most High, you know, that's worth coming on the highways and byways, man, doing this work, man.
Right.
You know, not being on your keyboard, you know, being keyboard warriors. What told you to come out on the highways and byways, man, and do this work, man?
Right.
Because guess what, man? It's a reward for this, man.
Right.
Everything that we doing is not in vain, man.
And he
He
said,
probably said 1,